Let me see if everyone can hear me. Hi, legends. Friday in Dubai, right? Just want to fix this here quickly. Hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get cracking. A small little breakout here from Bitcoin, but you can see we are absolute degens. We get excited about little green candles to the upside, and we get very depressed when we see little green candles to the downside. Okay, what's going to happen? Will this momentum continue, or is this just a little bit of a fake out here to the upside, getting everyone excited here for the weekend, and then we take a nice dumpy action here to the downside? Okay. We will analyze the price of Bitcoin here together. I've seen the comment. Someone wants me to have a look at Ahmed CRV USDT analysis today, please. Yes, I will do that for you. Tortuga, welcome. Welcome. One of the mods in the house. What's up, legend? Valerie, hi, Devil. How are you? I'm absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate everyone for being here. Crypto Big Brains, I see you were the first one on the live stream today. Let's go, Devil. Core PCE price index came in lower than forecast, hence the pump. Will this last? Yes, that's the question. Will this pump here to the upside last? I am seeing a little bit of weakness. Okay, so before we get ahead of ourselves, I am seeing a little bit of weakness. But let's see if the momentum can continue. There's some nice green volume supporting the move here to the upside. Let me do this over here. Share my chart. Okay, everyone can see that, right? Welcome, legends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go, Bull Friday. Yes, always getting some nice pumpy action or volatility towards the end of Friday. I have noticed in the markets, especially before the markets close on a Friday, you get nice volatility from Bitcoin, either to the upside or to the downside. In preparation for that boring Saturday. Saturdays are usually, I've just noticed, when you go and look at the past 10 Saturdays usually has very boring price action, and that's also where I tend to switch off a little bit, step away from the chart, relax a little bit. Okay, you have to give your brain a reset. Okay, charting can be very addictive. What is the price of Bitcoin? You sit on the toilet, what is the price of Bitcoin? You wake up in the morning, the first thing you grab is your phone. What is the price of Bitcoin? Especially if you have an open trade, you wake up during the night to go to the bathroom. First thing you check is your phone. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Okay, you need to learn to switch off. Okay, you need to put boundaries in place. This game can be very addictive. Legends, welcome. Bangish, let's go Friday. Matthijs, my VP VR doesn't show. And value area, can you show settings? Yes, definitely. VP, it's this one over here. Nah? Fixed range volume profile. Is that what you mean? Fixed range volume profile. Okay, the VP VR or the VR VP. Okay, I'm sure you're talking about this one over here. Fixed range profile. When you draw a fixed range profile, in order to see these lines, you need to go into settings, okay? Go to style and make sure that your value area high and your value area low is selected, okay? And your point of control. And you can change the colors and make it pretty and sexy. Also, you can copy these settings, okay? Take a screenshot, you can copy these settings. You can see that I've changed some settings here to get a more accurate point of control. Right, legends, are we going up? Are we going down? That is always the question. Let's analyze high probable scenarios and see what's going to happen here. Don Tremp, absolute right. First thing in the morning on the charts, then coffee. Absolutely. I can absolutely relate to you, Mr. Don. Arena, hi, Devil. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in the stream as well. Thanks for joining, Arena. Appreciate you all being here. Good afternoon. Alan, always see you here. Thanks for the support. Good afternoon. Robert, hi, I see you. CRV, I will do CRV Ahmed or Ahmed. I hope I say your name correctly over here. Okay, I think that is basically all the comments. Let's dive into some alpha over here. Okay, I have recorded so many videos today. Some surprises coming, okay? Some surprises coming. So my mouth is dry and I'm tripping over my words. I've run out of airtime, okay? So if I do say the wrong thing, please excuse me. Hi Hannes. Welkom hierso by die livestream. Okay, my brother in the house as well, all the way from South Africa. Nice to see you, Hannes. Right, legends, let's dive into the small little price action that we're seeing over here and see, well, what the hell is happening, okay? Are we breaking out, okay? It looks like a little breakout here to the upside. What is happening over here, okay? I've been tracking this breakout here to the upside. I missed it. I know some of the legends. I did a private legends live stream in the Discord half an hour ago, I think, or about an hour ago. And we were talking about this potential SFP over here. I know a legend in the Discord took this trade over here and said, 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽, I got in here, right? And I'm taking profits by this high. That was the plan. And this is, you know, I'm not sure exactly where the legend entered. He entered here around about $60,000, protected his position, okay? And taking profits here by the high. Trade played out to perfection. Although we started seeing bearish CVD building up here to the upside, you know, I just said, well, once you've planned your trade, just let your trade play out. Sometimes you want to cash out because you see indicators going against you. But I mean, this trade has now played out to perfection. Okay. Right. Nice to see you. I've gone through that. Good morning, D. Thanks for joining. Roman, hello. I see you guys. Okay, so this trade, I think it was Julian. Julian, if you're listening, you're on the live stream, you know that you've got some nice profits in the bags and perhaps you're going to go spoil yourself over the weekend. Okay, beautiful trade. I mean, I missed this trade. I was busy with other things. I've been missing quite a lot of trades, but I will be honest with you guys. I did take a trade on VRA. I'm not sure if I have that trade still open. Okay, definitely a possibility to be stopped out here. I just like the price action over here, and small position. I didn't go in too aggressive over here, just small little position, stop loss below the low, targeting the highs over here. Currently price is in my favor. I actually want to move my stop loss up ever so slightly, you know, de-risking myself. And I've taken this trade on Bluffin. I was quite excited to see that VRA is available on Bluffin, okay? For the legend that highlighted VRA yesterday, thank you so much. I have added a small position to my swing trading bags as well. Okay, so I'm very happy about you sharing this chart. I have done some analysis. And also, guys, if you would like to trade with me on Bluffin, links down in the description. As you know, you go to my channel. Right, go to my channel, click on this, you go to pause it. In the description, let me just close this. In the description, down in the video, you will see I've got Bluffin, 𝗙𝗿𝗏, and 𝗞𝗍cie. And I am starting to trade a little bit more aggressively on Bluffin. Really liking the exchange at the moment. I like the fact that there's no KYC. Also, by using the link down in the description, you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses, depending on how much you trade and deposit, and the lowest fees. Okay, also, like I've mentioned, no KYC required. Go sign up, come trade with me. Let's get right back into the action over here. So, I mean, I've taken a risk on that trade on VRA, but I mean, small position, I'll be happy if I get stopped out. You know, when I enter a trade, I've already made peace with I will be stopped out. That's the mindset that I apply. I will be stopped out. I'm going to lose the money because emotionally it disconnects myself from the trade. So it's purely a mental game that I play. And right, also I've been analyzing VRA over here. I must say, from a fundamental perspective, from the research that I've done here on Veracity, and some of you might know it way better than I do, and perhaps the politics behind it, because it's quite an old project. The one thing that I don't like about Veracity, and I just have to be honest with the audience over here, is that I have classified it in my portfolio as a high risk token, because they have so many tokens still to be unlocked. They have only distributed 10% of their supply into the market, which means once those tokens gets unlocked, you know, there's going to be some selling pressure to the downside. So they are also a small cap. I consider a small cap. So, I mean, from a technical perspective, it looks great. I really love the technicals around it. From a fundamental perspective, I'm a little bit concerned about how many tokens still needs to be unlocked. So I have added it to my swing bag position but I've added a smaller percentage, okay? Smaller percentage, high risk, okay? But I mean, I can still day trade the thing. So let's go. Right. Legends, I wanted to go through where is liquid, where is CR, where's CVD? See guys, falling over my words here, Okay, this movement here to the upside, okay? There's a chance that we can get to the high over here. But we have to acknowledge, and this is why I put in the thumbnail, a fake out or is this a breakout? Because I am starting to spot some bearish CVD building up here. And even when we moved up here, before we even got to this high over here, we were starting to build a bearish CVD, okay? And now it's starting to build up even more aggressively. But what is confusing is that I'm getting some mixed signals. We have bullish CVD on yellow and we have bearish CVD on blue. So now it's a complete mix over here. So depending on what price action does on its momentum here to the upside, there is definitely a possibility that we can still swing failure from these highs. Swing failure meaning failing to claim the highs, okay? Where you wick into it, you get acceptance back below and you find momentum back to the downside. Okay, purely based on some bearish, local bearish CVD that I'm spotting here at the moment, right? So perhaps what yellow is trying to tell us is that we're still going to go higher, and maybe what blue is trying to tell us is that maybe not as high as most people believe. It's not going to be perhaps that massive breakout here to the upside. But I mean, no indicator is perfect, and I have seen CVD not play out. I mean, I think CVD is about 70-75% accurate, so there's still a chance for it to invalidate itself, not play out, and we'll just have to observe the price reaction when we get to key confluence levels. Okay, and that first level that I'm watching at over here is to say that, well, the first thing that needs to happen is we need to claim the high, okay? So perhaps SFP from the high, definitely a possibility. Can you see how we SFP'd from this low over here? Swing failure from the low, meaning you break down, you get acceptance back above, and like I mentioned in the Discord private legends update as well, to say that, well, this to me is a valid trade, okay? Although it looked like it wanted to come down further because of the bearish CVD, it just continued pumping, okay? And sometimes you just have to look at price action, okay? That's all you need to do. You need to look at price action. You get acceptance back above the level. You move into profits. You protect your position. Perhaps you take 10% profits on your way up just to cover your fees as well, depending on your plan and your trading strategy. And my profit target would have been this high as well. Definitely that would have been my profit target. And now it looks like we still want to find continuation here to the upside. Massive green volume kicking in here. So perhaps there's still some momentum left to go here to the upside. Let's see what happens when we hit this high. Also, what I've noticed with that high is when I switch on my daily levels. Legends, where's my day? Oh, that's the point of controls, daily levels. Let's go. Right. Oh, look at that. I mean, I'm missing so many charts. I'm busy with so many other things here in Dubai. I can't wait to just focus a little bit and start trading some aggressive trades here to the up and the downside. Do you guys see? Okay, let me just clean this up a little bit. Looks a bit messy. Daily level. I spoke about this daily level yesterday and the day before, I think. Okay, daily level. Look at how beautifully we came up here. SFB failing to claim the level. Decision time. Do you long? Do you short? You fail to break the level. Stop above the high. And bam, bam. Right. Beautiful profit taking areas here. I think this was also the VWAP, if I'm not mistaken. If I switch on the VWAP over here. Beautiful profit taking area inside of this trade. And I mean, from a risk to reward perspective, legends, if you got into that trade, well done. And I just want to do this here. No, it's not this one. Not this one. My batteries are a bit confused. I mean, if you got into this trade, I mean, look at that. Stop below the high. You're targeting the VWAP. Okay. 8 risk to reward. I mean, absolutely fantastic. 8 risk to reward trade. I mean, how can you not take that trade? Failing to break through, you're leaving wicks behind, no body candles closes above the daily level. I mean, legends, whoever got into this trade, I salute you. Congratulations. From a risk to reward perspective, definitely worth a trading opportunity to take. Okay, And obviously, as you move into the profits, you protect your position, okay? Because the market's here to take your money. You protect your position and you take profits where you plan to take profits. So beautiful trade played out to perfection. And I think this also highlights that how important daily levels are and how well they get respected sometimes. But what I like most about daily and weekly levels is it gives me the decision point that I need in order to long or to short. Okay, depending on what I see over here. If I had to see, for example, a 1 hour candle, okay, or a 15-minute, that's my minimum, a 15-minute body of the candle close above the daily, that's usually bullish. When you see the body of the candle close above a line, that's usually bullish. I prefer a 1 hour candle body close above. Then you would most likely see continuation. If there was a body close above, you would most likely see continuation to the upside. But because we had, even on the 15-minute time frame, only the wicks sticking out there, I mean, that to me is short. Go short. You can still short a bull market, right? You can still make significant gains to the downside. And then I've just been tracking this momentum. We had a breakout. I do see some berry CVD building up here, but also some bullish local CVD on Bybit. Okay, alarms going off here. Mina. Okay, we'll go have a look at Mina just now. Alarms going off with this momentum here to the upside. Right, is Veracity still going up? Veracity is stuffing around. Small price movements. I'm also tracking ILV here. Okay, just make sure that you've got your trends, you've got your alarm set. Tracking ILV, I really like what I like about ILV. Sorry, legends, I know I'm jumping around, but alarms are going off here. Okay, I nibbled a little bit and added a little bit more to my swing position. And why I added to my swing position is I liked the 786. Okay, just looks like such a nice wave, a nice correction, and perhaps there's a chance that we can get a breakout here to the upside. But as I've mentioned during my previous updates as well, I have completely comfortable with price coming down, grabbing the lows or the liquidity with people's stop losses down here, and then this is where I will add a little bit more to my portfolio. Okay, but I mean, this area just looked really good for a load up zone. I'm also finding support here above the highs. Okay, you have to have a plan, right? You have to have a plan. Okay, right, legends, back onto the price of Bitcoin and the how can I say, session volume profile. I just want to bring up session volume profile. Next trading opportunities. I have Elliott wave theory switched on here for some reason. Switch that off. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. I don't like this. Okay, so this I mean, let's see how price develops. Another bearish sign for me here at the moment is that the previous day value area high, this line over here, okay, although we got a high candle close or high volume candle over here, I think what concerns me a little bit is that we have the body of the candle below the level and the wick outside on the 1 hour time frame. This could mean that you're going to move up here and not even claim this level. You could literally take a fib from the high to this low over here, and you can see where we are currently struggling is by the 50% fib level, and there's a chance that you tap the 0.618 and then you find weakness back to the downside. I mean, legends, magic is going to have to happen here over here for me to turn bullish, but I'm seeing bearish CVD. I'm seeing us not closing the body of the candle with a high volume outside of the value area high. That is a bit concerning to me, and let's see how this plays out, because probabilities usually state that we also had a wick over here failing to claim this level. Now we have another wick with no body candle close above the level. So if we do break down here, daily level, okay, daily level, this is where I see us coming for potentially a bounce. Right, so let's talk about this daily level over here. Okay, like I've mentioned, fresh daily level. If you go onto the daily time frame, make sure that you've got these levels marked out on your chart. Fresh daily level, untapped. If we do find momentum here to the downside, Okay, I would definitely be interested in a potential long over there. I was waiting today, and you can see I've got an alarm set here as well. I was waiting for this daily level to be tapped, because to me, when we had this price action here to the downside, I was hoping that it was going to do this, and then it front ran the level. Okay, so I missed the pump here to the upside. But I don't care, you know, for me, it's just about waiting for the next trading opportunity. If we fail in this area and we move down, let's see how we react by the daily level. It could be an SFP, like I said, observe the price reaction, okay? Is it an SFP back to the upside? Or do you smack down with high volume, body of the candle closing outside of the daily level for continuation to the downside? Okay, let's see how this plays out. At the moment, there's the weakness already. Let's see how this plays out, legends. I don't like, price action wise, I don't like what I see. I acknowledge the volume over here. I wanted to see a little bit more steam here to the upside to come and claim this daily and break out. Okay, so from a larger symmetrical or a triangle or a flag, whatever you want to call this thing, perspective, I mean, you could definitely have a fake out, a fake out, and a fake out, or then the true breakout to the upside. Or it goes the other way, you know, you have a fake out and you smack down. And then, I mean, legends, if we're going to come down further here, I think there's a chance that we're going to come claim these lows. I think there's a lot of liquidity and stop losses and liquidation levels lying over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a sweep of the liquidity and then perhaps the breakout to the upside. Or we fake out to the upside and we smack back down. There's just no clear answer. From an Elliott wave perspective, bullish and bearish scenarios are like, it's really 50-50 at the moment. We have some mix of higher time frame bullish CVD building up, and then we also have a lot of Elliott wave scenarios suggesting that this is a three-wave structure, three-wave structure, three-wave structure. We don't really see impulsive structures at the moment to confirm momentum to the upside. And there the dump just is happening. There's the dump just happening right now as we speak. Dump happening. Right. Legends, exactly as predicted. I wasn't happy with the price action that I saw over there. Okay. Especially considering the session volume profile. Okay. For those of you that don't know the session volume profile, also when I go into the settings, it's a normal indicator. You search for session volume profile. There you go. First one, select session volume profile, add it to your indicators. I don't really see this as an indicator. It literally just shows you each day where the highest amount of volume was traded, where's the value area high and the value area low. Okay. So based on this, you can mark out some support and resistance areas. And what I don't like, and it usually gives me a clue, so I always look at the previous day. So this is still today's price action. I ignore today's price action, the value area high and the value area low and the point of control. I don't look at that. I always look at the previous day. Okay. The fact that we had wicks here above, it wasn't convincing for me, and now we're getting the dump to the downside. And if you fail to break this level, probabilities increase that you're going to come down to the value area low. So I wouldn't be surprised for this to play out. I mean, that to play out. Okay, so let's see how this unfolds. So maybe the thumbnail was not so far off, legends. Fake out, right? Nice little pump because of the positive news that came out today. And now we're having a fake out here to the downside. Right. Let's go through some comments over here. I will go and analyze some altcoins in a moment. I hope that everything that I'm saying here makes sense. You guys are taking some education away to apply to your trading strategies as well. Okay, let's see. We're getting some dumpy action here to the downside. Let's see if this daily level holds. Let's go look at, don't know if this VRA trade is going to hold here on Bluffin. And let's see how this plays out. Okay, cool. What did I want to do? Go through some comments over here. Slajan, hi Devil, hi Legends, welcome. Devil, can you check please BBUSDT? BB USDT? Is it just BB? I beg you, I'm stuck with the BB coin for 5 days. Bitcoin is up, BB is up, Bitcoin is down, BB is up, and it doesn't reach the stop and doesn't give me a profit. BB, is it called BB? I mean, doesn't the ticker have three symbols? Is it BBT or is it BTT? Valerie, please let me know. I think the ticker has to have three letters. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to find BB on here. BB USD. Oops. USDT. Is it this one? BB. Wow, you guys find some weird coins. Okay. Valerie, perhaps share some more information. Where did you enter? At what price did you enter? And where are you planning to take profits? Like, just give me a little bit more information about your trading setup. But from what I'm seeing over here, okay. We did SFP from the low and we got acceptance back above. Right, so this could be a retracement and you want to see a higher low for bullish momentum to continue. If we had to come back down here, I doubt that we will SFP from this low again. We're going down lower. Perhaps we will find support at this consolidation area over here, which should also be in confluence with the 50% fib level. Let's see. 50% 618. Okay. Okay, obviously Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a dump here to the downside. New project, I mean, it's literally just launched. This is the 1 hour time frame. There's not enough information to do proper analysis. I'm purely looking at this wave over here, taking a fib from the low to the high. I mean, this to me is, oops, not that one. This to me is a better buying opportunity or zone over here. If you wanted to get into a long year to the upside, you should have, I would have entered that swing failure pattern over here, there where you get acceptance back, or you get a dip and acceptance back above the low. That's where you enter for momentum here to the upside. You have to have a plan, right? Guys, remember, you have to have a plan. Where do you put your stop loss? Where do you take profits? Let me just do this. Okay, have to have a plan. What is your plan? Where did you plan to take profits? Why did you enter the trade? And where's your risk management? Okay, so I'm not sure what your trading setup looks like. It's a little bit difficult here. I mean, there's not a lot of data to analyze here. There's not a clean trend. I mean, if that is your trend, you're failing to break the trend, which means you're increasing the probabilities of moving lower. Fake out, acceptance back inside the trend. Really doesn't look good. It looks like you're coming to claim this low again, and let's see how we react in this area over here together with this consolidation zone. This is basically how I'm seeing the situation over here. Okay, the 382 is holding nicely as support. Okay, but if we're going to lose this 382, I don't like that we got acceptance back inside of the trend. It looks like it wants to go to the 618 over here. Right, CRV for the legend in the house. Let's look at CRV. CRV used to be in one of my swing trades. I still have a spot bag of CRV. It is still one of the coins that I know when Ethereum moves, CRV gets quite aggressive here to the upside. From a daily perspective, I mean, it does look great from a daily perspective. Okay. Nice bull market. A brutal bear market here for CRV. And what happened over here is, I mean, CRV from a technical perspective, I'm not talking about fundamentals at the moment, purely from a technical perspective, never financial advice. I mean, I do this for entertainment purposes only, is that this was the best place to load up on some CRV. Okay, you claim the low. Can you guys see? You claimed the low and you got acceptance back above. And I mean, these are almost bear market lows that you've claimed over here. Look at this. Okay, this was during 2020. We like literally hit 2020 prices over here when we had this weak year to the downside. So this, I mean, if you are bullish on CRV, this is your buying opportunity here, right? And I mean, this is still inside a great accumulation zone. If you are fundamentally bullish on CRV for the long term, this is still a great buying opportunity where you've got acceptance back above that low, you grab the liquidity, and perhaps it's building up strength for a massive breakout here to the upside. Okay, CRV, unfortunately, not one of those tokens that I like to day trade, but from a spot perspective or a low leverage swing position perspective, it is in a great load up zone because you are here at bear market lows at the moment, which could either mean one of two things. And I mean, I have to always show and share with you guys the positives and the negatives, is that the fact that it's here at bear market lows concerns me a little bit. Okay. But also the positive about it is that it's at a place where it's the best buying opportunity if you are bullish on the fundamentals of CRV. Okay, so it's a little bit of a conundrum, right? If you are bullish from a fundamental perspective, you are inside of load up zone. But I don't like that it is claimed the bear market lows. But also technically it has a chance, right? And a clean invalidation. I would definitely put a stop loss with CRV because I'm a little bit unsure whether it's a healthy project from a fundamental perspective. Okay, because once it flips this area into resistance, it could tumble down from here. But I do like, technically at the moment, what I like is we are currently trading above the swing failure pattern. Okay, it looks like it's consolidating sideways. It looks like it wants to build strength. There's some high volume over here, so let's see how it rock and rolls. And I mean, if you don't know what to do in this area, wait for the break of the trend. Okay, I mean, it's quite a long downsloping trend here from 28 July 2022. Okay, right, so that's basically the rough analysis here on CRV at the moment. But I mean, it is technically a beautiful consolidation inside of this triangle over here. Beautiful consolidation. Obviously, from a technical perspective, you want to load up at the lows. You want to load up at the lows, and we are at the lows at the moment. Okay. What is Bitcoin doing? Getting some dumpiness here to the downside. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is not Bitcoin. This is BB, right? Mr. BB, I've already analyzed you. Let's go back to Bitcoin over here. Okay, what is going to happen with Bitcoin over here? Let's go look at CVD here quick. Where's my CVD? This is just absolutely confusing. Let me refresh it and just make sure that it's correct. So confusing, legends. You have bearish, look at this, you have bearish CVD between these two pivots. Okay, on blue you have bearish CVD, but now between these two pivots you have bullish CVD, of which the target is this high. So if this CVD had to play out, that's your target, right? And strangely enough, the target between these two CVDs is this low. So now the question is, which one is going to play out? This is now really where indicators confuse you. And usually when indicator starts confusing you, I leave it and I just play the price action, okay, with good risk management, because this is just getting confusing. There is a rule in CVD that states that local CVD to the right takes preference over this CVD. So this CVD is supposed to take priority over this larger CVD over here, because this is local price action. Always look to the right for new pivots and then see if this CVD is overriding the larger CVD over here. Okay, so that's the rule for CVD. Let's see how this unfolds. We did find support here, most probably at the 618786 area. I just don't like that we got acceptance back inside the value area high range over here. Just wicking outside, it looks like we can come back for a retest and continuation to the downside. I mean, legends, for me, the high probable long area is, I want to see what happens here by the daily level. Also, when you take a fib from the low to the high, it has confluence with a 786. Exactly, perfect confluence with a 786 over here. This is interesting. It also looks like we could have a, not the most beautiful, but it looks like we could have a godly that is playing out here. Mr. Tortuga, here in the comments, you will know all about godlies. It looks like we could have a godly that's forming over here. Okay. A, B, C, D, and then you get a bounce here to the upside. So let's see how this plays out. This also has confluence with a 786, a daily level, and the value area high of this range. So let's see how this plays out. Okay, let's go through some more comments over here. Thank you so much. I hope BB go down. Okay, are you on a short? Okay, Valerie, are you on a short? Hi, Devil, can you take a look at Flux, please? Let's go have a look at Flux here quickly. Just want to clean this up. Go back here. Flux. Is it Flux with an X? US DT. Let's see what's happening on Flux over here. Oh, I have charted this one before. It looks. That wick concerns me a little bit. Also a swing failure pattern from the high. For me, best entry here on the price of Flux is I want to see a sweep of the lows. Okay? For me, and this is just how I trade, my trading style is I like to see, so, you know, there's that saying that says that you should actually have an entry where you're supposed to put your stop loss, and it comes out so many times, it's unbelievable. Most people will speculate on upwards momentum here, for example, putting their stop losses below the lows. And that is exactly where I'll enter, okay? You fail to claim the high. Exactly, this is now what happens in reverse, okay? You see the lows over here, you see the high over there, you fail to claim the high, you come down, you fail to claim the low, you get acceptance back above, you stop everyone out that have their stop losses here, and then the move happens. How often has it happened to you where you have your stop loss below a low, okay? Price action comes and stops you out, and then it moves in the direction you wanted it to move anyways, right? Liquidity grabs. The market makers smell the liquidity and the stop losses, and when there's a big move on the cards, they love to just, let's stop everyone out and force them to buy in at higher prices. So for me as a technical trader, the best entry that I see here on Flux is a sweep of the lows. I want to see a sweep of the lows over here. Come down, sweep the lows, and get acceptance back above this level over here. That to me will be a long trigger, okay? Also, it will tap the 0.786 over here, which is not tapped at the moment. So 76 cents 40 or 7640. This to me is a better buying opportunity at the moment, because this looks like a swing failure pattern from the high over here, failing to break the high, and now we're going to find continuation here to the downside. And to me, I'm interested in this zone over here. Okay. Right, let's see how it plays out. Looks more corrective than impulsive. Yes, it does, Tortuga. You're talking about Bitcoin, right? Yes, it does look corrective than impulsive. So, let's see how this harmonic plays out. It's just, I'm just finding more and more levels of confluence over here. When I switch on the session volume profile, okay, value area low, 786, daily level, harmonic possible D point over here. And from a harmonic perspective, usually the rules are you take your fib from C point to wherever D point is going to end. So let's speculate that it's going to end here somewhere. And then from a profit perspective is, if this does play out, okay, and we don't lose this level, usually you take profits by the 618. That's your TP1, TP2, TP3. Okay, that's how we play harmonics in the Legends community. Right? If you want to join, there's a link down in the description, 25% discount. Okay. Thanks, Dearvolt. A pleasure. Take a bit more time to develop, otherwise it's much shorter than B. Yes. Looks okay. D should take more time. Yes. Tortuga makes a valid point, is that you want some symmetry between your two wings. It kind of looks like a bat or a butterfly, right? And usually for harmonics, you want to see some symmetry between. If we're just going to fall down here and do this, no. Harmonics has to have a balance between them as well, where when you take a time fib from your X point to the middle, where we've made the B point, okay, ideally between the 618 and the 1-to-1 ratio, this is where you want to see your D point. in this range, okay, in this range over here. Ideally, a perfect balance at the 1-to-1 where your left wing and your right wing has the right symmetry, okay. So let's see how price develops over here. I mean, if we can reach D point over here, definitely a long trigger that I will be watching depending on how price reacts over here. Okay, so legends, I know this looks very messy here at the moment. Thank you so much. I hope BB go down. Could you do Rune, please? I actually did have a look at Rune today. Mr. Rune, I do have a spot bag of Rune, and Rune has done some amazing things. Some of the things we discussed in the Legends Discord is from the high to the low. When you take a FIB, you can see we're already at the 50. We already hit the 50% FIB level. I think Rune is going to be one of those coins that's going to do phenomenal things in the next bull market. And it's just not in a zone where I want to buy it right now, and I might slap myself later, but I do have a spot bag. Okay, my entry price where I built my Rune positions was in this zone. That's where I built my Rune positions. Now I'm just riding the gravy train here to the upside. So for me to consider opening up a fresh trade over here, what do you guys see over here? It just looks like shoulder, head, shoulder. I'm not convinced. I would like to see Rune sweep the lows over here, perhaps sweep the lows, get acceptance back above. I will be interested in literally a $3.8 Rune. That's where I will get interested again. For me to consider another entry on Rune is $3.8. Okay, I am not convinced where we are right now on the price of Rune. Definitely it can just skyrocket from here, but for me to buy into Rune, $3.8. Okay, that's where I will be interested, because this could be a head and shoulders, and then to do that, it's highly unlikely that it will do that, and that's why I want to see a sweep of the lows. You grab all of those beautiful stop losses, you liquidate everyone that's playing high leverage, and then you get the breakout to the upside. Okay, invalidating the head and shoulders scenario. That's personally what I would like to see. For me to consider a trade on Rune at the moment. Okay, but looking at the structure, I mean, I always look at every single side of the coin over here, legends, is that this could definitely be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, is this the ABC or is this the ABC? We just don't know, right? Then taking a FIB from the low, okay, from this low to the high, we have found support at the 618. Okay, so 786 or inside of the golden zone, I mean, that to me would be a load up zone inside of the golden zone over here. Okay, volume is slowing down here on Rune. So I mean, I am not entering anything where, for me, where Rune is right now is a no trading zone. I'm not doing anything with Rune at the moment. I want to see us claim the lows over here, grab all of the liquidity. I can just imagine if I had to go and look at the liquidity heat map, there's massive liquidity lying here. Okay, everyone putting their stop losses here below the lows. I would like to see a sweep of the lows, bounce here maybe on the 786 or inside of the golden zone, grabbing all of the liquidity. So yeah, that's basically what I see here on the price of Rune. Okay, let's just have a look here on the 4 hour. Okay, it really looks bullish from a breakout perspective. Okay, you had the breakout, you're finding upwards momentum, but it looks weak. It looks like it's curling over. You're making lower highs, right? You're making lower highs. So there's definitely a possibility that you either bounce on the trend or you lose it, okay, and you come back down a little bit further. This is the area that I'm interested in. Like I've mentioned, I want to see us claim these lows, sweep the lows, bounce on the 786. Okay, so that's basically all I have to say here for the price of Rune at the moment. Okay, Bitcoin still tumbling down over here. Okay, right, legends, I think that's basically the bullish and bearish scenarios. Just take all of the stuff out the way, clean up the chart. Let's see. I just want to zoom out here a little bit onto the 4 hour. Okay, we legends, just looking at the higher time frames. Okay, remember we have an untapped daily level over here. A little bit further down, some of the levels that I will watch is if we lose these lows, I do think that we increase the probabilities of even taking this low and this low over here. So I would definitely have a swing failure line with that low and a swing failure line with this low. Okay, so let's see how we react, because it just looks like if we're going to lose these lows, we're coming back down, potentially to grab the liquidity below these lows. Perhaps a swing failure pattern, even front running this daily level over here for momentum to the upside. And right. Cool, legends. Unfortunately, that is background sound is too high. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'll put it softer. But nonetheless, legends, that's unfortunately all I have time for today. And I know a little bit shorter live stream, like 10 minutes shorter than usual. But thanks everyone for joining. Please smash up the like on your way out and show some love. Subscribe for future notifications. The 3 exchanges that I love to trade with down in the description. And I will see you guys next week. Enjoy the weekend. Take a break from the charts, right? Take a break from the charts. Thanks for joining, and cheers for now.